The Marquis is no more. And now I'll have a look at his freakish altar here. This is clearly a blood ritual going on. And there have been some theories about who exactly this woman might be, but she's basically just some mummified lady with red hair, just laying on this slab. There were actually some theories I saw that said this might be Rabasat, based on, like, a passage in a book somewhere that's, like, told as a legend. Like this woman who got swallowed up by the sea or something, and ended up in a strange place. But it's whatever. I wonder if Chris knows who that's supposed to be. But Chaos Isle is done. There's nothing left for us to find here. And we're certainly not going to grind on more monsters. Entering the Chaos Temple's front door is the only requirement to leave. You don't even have to fight anything. So now we're moving on to the Namer's Isle. Man, where are you? Standing out here, waiting. Hey there, guy. Boy! Yes, you! You! What is it, Captain? What is it? What are you, mate? In love with land? I thought... You thought wrong! The master's good, and just look at them sails! We are roaring... The phrase is raring, man. We are roaring and ready to go! So move your sail and get on board! I can't wait all day! You mean now? Right now! Goodbye to port! Goodbye to roofs and roads! We are sailing for the Wizard's Isle! Ain't no roofs or roads here, mate. This place is pure evil! Boy! Bye-bye. Boy, it's away from this dreaded island. And I've never been happier to be at sea. It's on to the Namer's Isle for us. Of course, I've no idea where we are. Don't worry, Captain. Any place is better than here. Magic's not my duffel bag, lad, but I like the cut of your jib. Thanks, Captain. Captain? What, lad? Well, why the seas? What is it, lad? What's a jib, Captain? You're a strange lad, to be sure. Hee hee. Away! A man! A man! Boy, that you? I thought I sent you alone. How bad is it? Well, it ain't good. The wind has come up again. Looks like we've got another storm. This one doesn't look as bad as the first. And a good thing, too. That storm nearly broke us. Your Oz's magic must be working. Boy, that wind is fierce. Lightning or no lightning. I have it secured to the helm. All's well so far. Arr, that's been many a captain's last words. You doubt the Mirari? Don't look like I can afford her right now, does it? Very well then, I'll turn her into the wind. Let's hope your Mirari magic is as potent as I should believe. All hands make sail! Prepare to come about! Tighten those sails, ye dogs! We're heading into the wind! Look, it's working! I can see that. Well, I'll be a mermaid's maidservant! The winds are just parting before us. Ain't that friendly? We've got a clear sailing corridor right to the island! I told you it would work, Captain. So you did, boy, but I didn't believe you. Best to make ready then, lad. We'll reach the island by nightfall. Words. Words coming out of my face. Boy! Ark! Here we be! After that last island, this looks, well, nice. I wouldn't know if it was nice. I do know that I don't see any huge skulls. Look at Omen. Indeed. Drop us off on the beach, and we'll see you shortly. I'll be waiting for you and your friends on board. But don't keep me waiting too long, boy. So here we are, the Namer's Isle. Over here's a hut. And this hut is not in too good shape. Can't really use the door here. We can get inside, though. We go around the back here. And walk through this hole in the floor. No sign of a dog. And the house is in ruins. That's really reassuring. Now, I could wander all over this island and show you what it's like. But honestly, you've basically seen everything. There's one other point of interest out here that we will be hitting up before we leave. And there are some cutscenes in the archives that seem like they're supposed to play out here, but nothing triggers, as far as I know, no matter which combination of heroes you have. So, there's only one thing to really do here, apart from wander around. It's to find this little alcove right here, and oh gosh, there's a chaos monster back there. Really bodes well for the fate of our friend. Let's heal up. Heal. Alrighty. And save. And let's continue level up. Hey there, guy. Spirits of Earth. Spirits of Fire. I can hardly see through the smoke. Let spirits of Earth. Let spirits of Fire. With the forces of chaos, consort and conspire. They're building some kind of bonfire. And Aileron, they have someone. Krithog? Horrible. It's horrible. We can't just stand here. But what are they? Why are they here? Let dark unfold to swallow light. Let mistress now unfold the night. Shut up and leave him alone. What's this? Human, speak. You, the one, no name, my brother, take him. Slay others, now. So here's the mini-boss fight for this leg of the game. The marquee is obviously optional. Here's the Chaos Mauler, one of the rarer enemy units of Chaos. He's level 24 now. I think he used to be the same level as Slayers and have about the same stats, but less dexterity. I've overhauled their move list and given them the Chaos Maul, because it only makes sense that the Chaos Mauler should wield the Chaos Maul. It's like it was meant to be. This also makes the Chaos Maul substantially rarer, which is fitting because it is such a good hafted weapon. But in general, this guy won't give you too much trouble. Maulers in general, I've always found to be pretty underwhelming in this game, because they're just not quick enough to keep up with you, really. And I really don't know why they have lower dex than their smaller counterpart, the Slayer. But those are things that I may rectify in the future if I so feel inclined. Which I certainly do. They should be tougher. They're, well, like, it's supposed to be a mini-boss here, and later on it's supposed to be an endgame unit, but this really isn't such a difficult task. I mean, they couldn't make it too hard because this fight is unavoidable. You must clear this, and you just left a place where you were away from town for a long time, potentially. There are some treasure chests on the island inside of a cave that you can loot for some useful supplies that might help you see you through this. But like, look, he just got his first turn, and he's already lost like a third of his health. Truly pathetic. Oh, I should have taken a step closer. Yeah, as cool as Maulers are, and as much as I like them, they are kind of a joke. And it looks like we're not even going to get to see the rest of his spells, or if he'll even swing that hammer of his. Yeah, no. Bye, guy. Can I have your weapon? That would be great. I would really like that. And now it's just one Chaos Warrior. Yeah. We did it! We saved Krithog! Woohoo! We got them all! Oh, heck yeah! Aileron's gonna be holding that for the rest of the freaking game. Old man, I'm sorry. Don't. Are you Krithog? I've waited since Ardresen, the Jester, waited for you, the one whose existence was foretold. The Nameless One, Again, a nameless one, again! Don't talk, I have to save you. No time, child. I am destined for the earth now. Save your strength. No, I won't let you die. I do not fear the end, so long as I may be buried in the dark earth of Tailwalk. Oh, Tailwalk, my forsaken home. I will take you there, I promise. Take my body to the mansion, near the boathouse. But talk to Ardra first. She will know what to do. You must speak to Ardra. I promise, but you aren't going to die. You aren't. Folly, hidden in your very words, Alaron. You see, you know my name. No, no one. I did not speak your name, but merely uttered the noise that you give this plane. Your true name locks itself in the vault of stars. I might once have brought it down to give to you, but you are too late. You have to name me! Elaborate enchantment. Try to understand. I'm done on this plane, and your fate now rests in the hands of creatures whose wisdom goes beyond this mere humanity. Who? The Jundar. Caesaratus. Find the desert, but beware. Go on. These creatures were the minions, Rabasat, and seeks you out before your powers grow, before your mind turns to the abyss. My mind? Monsters, pawns in her conquest and disruption. They hunger for your madness, for the madness that will fall upon you. You must be named. She sends Pokangrat into the world to find you and bring you to her side. She wants you badly, child, to feed on your power. Fear the tear in the veil that separates the world of spirit from our physical realm, and find the other. Find the peace that joins. What are you telling me, Master? Do not be frightened by your other self. Master! And he dies with a gasp. Kurdog is no more. So our journey, predictably, is nowhere near over. Let's look at the journal. What's it gonna say? Oh, did I actually read it for Chaos Isle yet? No, that's about the cave. A storm forced us to land on a lonely, forbidding place. Surely this can't be Kurdog's Island. That stupid man has to fix the... Oh yeah, I remember reading this because I was like, Alaron's just whining about inconvenience to us. All my hopes are crushed. Chaos killed Kurdog before he could name me. We must take his body to Ardra, to be buried in Tailwalk, and then seek Zarathus of the Jundar. Maybe he can help. Well, where can I find him? Don't the Jundar live in the desert? How will I find them? How indeed. How indeed. Fun fact about this little altar. If you go up on it and turn it around, the wings of these fairies disappear. They're only modeled from the one side. Jank. Now, this was the only thing we needed to resolve on this island, and we can go talk to a man right now and leave. But there's one thing you need to do after the fight that you can only do after the fight. For whatever reason. It's kind of arbitrary, honestly. The cave is back here. You can find it by following the path, but that's really inconvenient. It winds all over the place. This is Kurdog's cave. Up over now, there are a couple portals. If you try to go through this gate before the fight, you can't. But if you try to go through it after, you just can. It's not even locked. Perhaps it was tied to Kurdog's life force or something. Anyway, there's a box over here. And inside, Brilliance and Charming. This is the earliest place you can get the Charming spell. And I could take that away if I so choose. And I might, because Charming is a very potent spell. To my knowledge, only one of these portals goes anywhere, and we can't use it yet, but we can use them to return here later. But there's no real reason to do that. Like, I don't think any enemies spawn on this island. Once you've cleared the Kurdog event and gotten all these treasures, there's nothing to come back here for. Literally nothing. But it does kind of build on the lore of the world a bit, too. Because, like, Gerdog lives very far away from the wizarding community. But, spoilers, the portal you can use is in the basement of the wizard school in Tailwalk. So, even though Gerdog lives far away from civilization, he could come back to the school at any time, just by hopping in these portals. So, even though the powerful wizard is a bit of a recluse, he was never so far away that he couldn't help if he was absolutely needed. Which is a little cheap, honestly. You'd think he would have just come back if he knew he needed to help Alaron. You know, maybe this is doing less favors for the story than I thought. Whatever. I believe those 3 chests were it. In an early version of Aidyn Plus, I had put additional naming scrolls in these treasure chests. And this was how you could obtain Exorcism Circle and Soul Reeve under different names back then. But that was before we had found the shop tables, and I was able to add them to trainers and whatnot. So the mod has evolved somewhat over time. I think that was all the treasures. Just those 3 and the teleporter. We're gonna hop on through here. Get out. Which way? To the beach. I think this way? Yeah, there's the sail. Let's go talk to a man. Oh, and by the way, we totally have Gerdog's body in our inventory now. Yup. He's a key item. Just lugging around a corpse. Oh man. He's waiting by the hut. So we go over here. And we're like, hey. Wally, the tide is high, but I'm holding on for you. But nay for long. Thanks, man. I couldn't blame you if you left long ago. Arrgh, I'm not the kind of captain who gives up just like that. See, he's not a bad guy. Seemed like it before, maybe, but he's not a bad guy. Alright. None of this feels real. I don't know if you can hear me, Gerdog. I don't know if the spirits of the dead have any interest in the thoughts of the living. Well, I suppose the best way to honor Gerdog would be to somehow find my true name. I hesitated. Right when I should have been doing something, I hesitated. If only I had done something, anything! Right when we saw he was in danger! Gerdog said there was nothing I could have done. If that's true for me, it has to be true for you as well. I suppose. I just feel so small right now. I have a feeling we'll need to feel bigger than we really are. And soon. He was very brave. He was. Those minions love fighting. I meant right to the end. Right to the very end, he tried to help us. He wanted to solve our problems, even if it meant his own death. We can't fail after that, can we? No. Not if we can help it. There we are, back in Port Said. Well, this is one for the captain's log. Sorry to put your ship through so much, Captain. Ah, she's nae done for just yet, lad. I knew I should have retired last year. I'm getting too old for this kind of ship. I'm tired of wasting all my precious time. What else would you do? Well, I hear that may just be an opening at the lighthouse. Now there's a sweet job. All the benefits of the sea with no risk of sinking. Right. Is this the spot you can do it? I'm pretty sure. You can't really, whenever you first get out here, because like a cutscene stops you. But if you go all the way to the end of this pier, you get this lovely view of the whole port. Whoa! Fun. Ferris is still waiting here, but he just says the same thing, so I'm not even going to talk to him. No, I'm not even talking to you, guy. Bye. We have places to be. We need to organize a funeral, sir. If we did not have Rada in our party, she would appear at the inn here and have some dialogue options for us to see. But I'm going to go to the inn anyway, because there are additional dialogues with the innkeeper now that we have completed the Gerdog arc.